Banjod.
Anchovy!
I knew somebody was gonna say that shit.
Um, I wonder if my audio is working on stream.
Oh, let me check. ¿Por qué tomas un momento, por favor, señor?
What?
Yeah, it's working.
So
Like
lost.
what?
Okay.
I heard myself scream, anchovy.
Alrighty. Let's see this.
That's a way to open up stream, though. Just anchovy.
Wait, it's on like streams. I didn't get a notification.
Anchovy.
Automatically.
Yeah, I never got a
Anchovy.
notification. What the heck?
I just got mine.
I don't know, guys, if you want to watch the stream or you want to watch the screen share. I don't know what would be
Probably
easier.
screen share is less of a delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I would say get any footage you got or a picture. I know they have stock media somewhere. Where is it? There. And you could like pick what you want. You know. Anything with a diamond on it, you gotta pay for. All right. So you could also filter that out. Get some kind of media in there.
Okay. Where's my shit? Actually, engineer me. Where's my shit?
So do I create a new project?
Yes, you press create project, and
Can I find?
it should be
I
at
won't
default
find my
settings.
shit.
Okay. And import video, audio, or image.
Yes.
I see stuff in my folders, but it will not let me select anything. Why not? Utati Hoa. Mm-hmm.
Share your screen.
It won't show. Remember, it won't show that stuff because it's desktop.
On Discord?
Yeah.
So do you have media here?
Who the fuck is breathing?
Elijah. It won't let
Guys,
you select anything.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna try. I closed it. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
um, if you do press the folder button that says import and you go to also supported files, you can also press all files in that thing. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it won't let me do anything before, but okay, I see. Um, okay, I got something now. I don't know what was doing it before.
All right. So you got something in the slot, your media slot.
Yes.
What about you, Robbie?
Mhm.
All right. There's a little plus thingy. You could press that, and it will put it here, your main track, or you could just drag
Mm-hmm.
it down. All right. You guys
I
have.
took mine down last week.
Do you guys have video with audio, or is it?
Yes.
All
I
right.
don't think mine has audio.
Okay.
Oh, that's so loud.
I don't know if you guys can see
Actually, who's getting fucked up in this clip? Let us curse.
Yeah.
I said
So
he was getting fucked up in the
you
clip. I'm
guys
sorry.
will not be able to see like me right clicking on my mouse or the save
Mm-mm.
options or anything. But if you right click, you have all this list of just shit you probably have no idea about. Um,
I know.
Right, right click on the video.
yes. You right click
Okay.
here,
I see.
and there would be a screen that pops up right here that you guys can't see on stream. Obviously, the simple shit, cut, copy, duplicate, whatever, simple shit at the top. And you get down to
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't,
Copies, yeah.
if you don't feel like trimming by one, you just go to a mark, you click it, and then it says either use trim it from the front or the back. Crop and zoom is what it says. You could literally zoom in on
Mm-hmm.
video footage. If you put a camera too far and you want it to be
Mm-hmm.
closer, you could zoom in like that. You could have and create a animation where you move closer automatically with that camera. Then you got your audio settings here. No one really uses this AI bullshit. It doesn't work. Video speed, we want to speed something up. You won't ever really use effect and filter in Filmora. It's just another option that they give you if you want to put Filmora like stock filters on something. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like in program Photoshop technically, which it does an okay job if you're making an edit, but if you're coming to edit a video, yeah, you won't need it. And then everything below that is just your view of seeing certain marks and seeing what is like what you clicked on and what you didn't click on. So those are just settings. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you could detach audio because I'm not gonna need this audio, so delete that. And sometimes like either you could
Oh wow.
right click it and press mute on the video, or you could just press a low
Okay, I
volume button
see.
on the side, and it will mute everything in entirety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna assume that I don't have that option because it doesn't have audio.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
If you want, I
Okay.
could send you an audio, like a video clip if you want, Ruby.
Yeah, because I don't have any photos or videos on here that's like audio.
Okay.
Is it big enough to go into Discord, or do you need my email or something?
I think it should be fine to go and just. I'm trying to get like a short one. Sorry if it's you getting fucked up or PTSD. I'm sorry. Uh, just trying to find a short one for you.
I have a couple of like
9 seconds.
four
That's not
second,
bad.
5 second clips. You can't find anything.
I'm sending one to him right now.
I just got it.
Yeah. Okay, it's probably getting fucked up, so you don't gotta relive trauma.
Oh me.
Yeah, that's why I was like, sorry for getting fucked up in the
I was about
video.
to mention that. I'm like, who's getting mad?
Yeah, but it's fun getting fucked up, not this Chris is getting fucked up in mine.
I don't think we need to go.
Okay,
Alright.
OBS is not showing.
Yummy.
It's not showing the video in file. It's just a white screen.
What? Yeah, I just noticed that. What the fuck?
Well,
Do you have
whatever.
like streamer stuff on?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's just a white box.
Ouch. Hmm.
Well, whatever. As long as they can see my mouse moving and shit, I don't care.
Hmm. They can see everything else though, right?
Yeah, they don't see the video playing here.
That's fine. I'm sure it's for like privacy or copyright reasons or whatever.
Mm, whatever. Um, so you got that media, like you switch it around.
Yeah, I'm about to. You said drag it down or insert, right?
Yeah, they both do the same thing, or you can literally just press a little plus mark on the side when you hover in the media file.
That's a plus. All
Yeah,
right,
that
it's
will
there.
automatically just bring it here. I rarely even import stuff here. I just have my Windows open over here on the other monitor and drag it from there to where I want it. It's easier.
Okay. I
But
can see the
of
detach
course,
audio
yeah,
option now and stuff.
yeah. You could detach it and then it will pop up down here and you could delete it because we don't need it right now. Or or
Oh,
instead of detaching, you could just mute the whole track by hitting the little volume button.
okay.
Yeah, so that's your volume control of the track. Then this is to hide the track in case you want to like do something up here. You want to see this because you want to see that. That's that. And then this just locks it, so no matter what I put anywhere, this won't move. And that goes same with audio.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like you could have a track running here and you could have another one you want to mix in and you don't want this one to move, you put it on lock and mute if you want to and then alter it. And it would be good to learn like a little bit of keyboard controls with this. Like Control Z is obviously to go back on like a mistake you made or something, or you could just
Mm.
press these little arrows. You won't
Mm-hmm.
ever really use any of these two. They really don't matter. The main is like you won't use these scissors either, unless like you could literally just clip it like that just by clicking on that little thingy. So wherever this line is, it will clip it there. You move that around. This is your time scale. You could see where you want it. You know, it's obviously like it's also your zoom in bar over here off to the side. And then like at the end of a video, you want to see if so I have this footage everywhere. Let's just obviously post this a couple of times. And you see that like, I missed something here, this will automatically just shrink it down so you can see where you missed it and you can move it over. So obviously these are zoom in controls of what you can see in
Mm-hmm.
what time frame. Um, what I use a lot to help me keep up where I left track is this little marker right here. It puts down like a post-it card. Like, okay, I left this here. Maybe there's a beat drop here, or I need to make a transition here. So I take notes with this stuff, and you can move it around, and the line will automatically go to the dead center of it, so you know where to clip it. We know how this works. Simple stuff. You put stuff in it, you use what you want to use, other stuff just stays there until you're done with the project. And if you guys see the influence kit, you could create. This thing really does help because I do make some of my intros or outros through Filmora. It's a lot easier, but the only thing about it is like there's not many files that like when you click on power eye catching, there's like only like maybe 12 of these things you could pick from, but you could create a intro from it. Like for example, this one I click this one, start creating. You won't see it on stream, but it's a little window that pops up.
Oh, I seen it. Right.
We on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Retro, your style television, like that whole
Yeah,
thing.
and then
Oh,
yeah, you could add your own custom video or picture in the background if you don't like this one, and then your text at the bottom. Either you could click on the boxes on like the actual thing, and it will, you could change there, or you could just go through this list of edit text, and you could change it to what you want, and then you just press finish, and it makes a intro.
mm,
I'll make a stock one there. And I'm not gonna use this audio because it's kind of fucking annoying, some boring shit.
mm-hmm.
So, say if I wanted to put something else other than the audio it came with, I could bring in a track, a music track, or just a sound. Let me pull that up. And I could literally just drop the track down there. The sound, the music, whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could kind of just, when this comes to making intros or outros, if you want to do music or a video or an artist or something, you kind of just, it's like put your headphones on and listen. And obviously this little thingy majiggy is gonna start flashing when the music's playing, but other than that, you really just gotta like listen to it and be like, okay, I want this part. And you could literally clip what you want, and the other can just, you could delete it. Alright, I want this part of it, but since it's an intro or an outro, if you hover over the track, there's a little white dots that you can move around. You could fade in and out audio with these dots. Makes it a little smoother when you do go to use this, you know,
Mm-hmm.
filter or whatever, because you don't want the audio to just cut out. Because, I don't know, it's not professional enough. It makes it soother.
Mm-hmm. Bleeds into the ear.
Yeah. And say I wanted to keep this, but I wanted to continue on the video, and I don't want to lose where this is. You literally click both of these, like hover over them, you select them, and then you right click, and it says, near the bottom, it says group. You press that, and I can't move this without moving the other piece. So for me,
Oh, it really is like
for this
photoshopping
to
them.
get stuck somewhere, and I need to move it out of the way, but I'm afraid of like losing where I wanted that beat to exactly be. It's not going anywhere. It's one pair now.
Hmm.
So if I wanted to add video in the middle and I want to move this to my outro, I just move it out of the way, add what I want, and then we're good. And obviously you could ungroup at the end when you need to, and it will change colors, but you could move it separately afterwards. And you could change the colors on all of this. Instead of blue, you could pink, pink or something, or they got a purple Elijah. You could change colors, make it easier for yourself. Is there anything specific you guys wanna learn how to do?
Mm,
Not really. Because you
not
kind of
really.
taught me everything I kind of needed to know, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the text.
Text. Alrighty. So you go to the top where it gives you the row of options, different tabs. You're gonna press titles. And since you guys are new to filmora, you probably don't have any in the mine section. So find something that doesn't have a diamond on it, and you click it. You press the plus button, and once that's inserted into your main track, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Present.
President.
Ready?
Present.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're gonna make sure to see something that you want to see like in your video file where the white block is. You got to make sure that your line is hovering over what you want to see, because otherwise you're not going to see anything. You're going to see like blank footage. So make sure your line's over it, and you're going to double left click on it, which will highlight it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you could literally just press what is highlighted in where the white box is. You could change your text to whatever, like, I don't know. What did he say?
What did they?
What did he say? And you just click off of that and it will change the text to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just putting in a caption, kind of like you're working in Google Docs. You want to put a little text below something. You could change fonts and stuff to it. You could also do that to this.
So mine is up here. Well, when I added it, it added it up here. Hold on.
Like it edited above the video.
Yeah, and it's in the video.
Honestly,
It's
I think that
so
probably
it's
yeah,
over
you
I
just
think.
drag it above. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
you just drag it where you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can move it out of the way or you could put it where you want to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, like for instance, if I said like, like your mom sucks dick right there. What did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if it's like if you want to cut and just do like the black screen and be like, wait, what?
Hmm. I have like so many ideas already,
You
and
saying
like
You
what
could
sound effects
hover
and
it
stuff
where
to
you
do.
want to hover it. Like in this clip, it comes in as an intro and it switches over. And then it's a trick shot because I think it was Chris. I hit him in the fucking skull.
yeah, I'm not.
Hmm.
Yup.
Right there. And
Oh
then
damn! Oh,
that's
I
where it
don't
hits,
remember it.
and then something like this would just come out of the way. You could move this out, like around and stuff. How? And we'll go back and do a transition on that. And then it just comes in confused, and then it stops at, like, you can move this around and it will automatically give you the line where the clip ends in, you
Then,
know, so you don't have to actually manually fix it. So it will
That's
show a
cool.
blue line where something is. In every cut you make, it will have a blue line. And then the video clip ends, you know. And obviously, if you want more than one of these, you just control copy, control paste, and you move this top one out of the way and move it wherever the fuck you want it.
Hmm.
Because you're adding more layers to what footage you wanted on top of.
mm,
And the more layers you have, the more stuff is happening on the screen when it comes out.
Now I know why it takes so long for these editors to be like making videos. It's like it's so intricate, making sure everything overlaps and flows smoothly. It's crazy.
Do you guys still have your intros? Like, is my format similar to yours in a way, besides
mm-hmm.
the overlays?
Mine is somewhat similar only because my
I didn't put the
audio
intro.
recording.
Yeah, and
I put a title up there though, but
Okay.
yeah, more or less.
Now we're gonna go to transitions, where it says titles. You just have to click transitions, and they give
mm-hmm.
you a shit ton of transitions. You got all kinds. You got fade, zoom, slides, popular, light, camera. There's so much. You just gotta fuck around and find which one's gonna look good. And I will say there are a couple of them that will make your video lag because there's too much happening with that filter. So find one that doesn't have a diamond on it yet again, and click plus on it. And then when it does end up on your, oh yeah, make sure you have some sort of, you know, media selected. In my case, I pressed the intro, which will, put the filter on where I want it to go. So click something and find something. Let me know when you got it.
I need to put a.
Hmm.
What can be done? What can be.
I I didn't do anything wrong per se. I'm looking for the right one. I
Do
think I want.
anything wrong?
I think I'm looking for the right one per se.
Mm. I just picked a random one just to kind of.
They give you a lot of options, which is fucking amazing for Filmora.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
With filters and edits, you could overlay and make them even better. You just add something else over top of what you just added to make it either brighter or darker or a smoother transition or the beat drops and you want it to shake a little bit. Like you could always. That's how I get my edits. And and most of my edits are made from just overlapping shit. It's just fuck around and find out. Like you gotta mess with stuff to be like, okay, I like this. This is my vibe. You ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna assume whatever you clicked, it will end up on the right side of what you clicked.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna pick that up and you're gonna put it over the seam where one clip ends and the other one starts.
Okay.
And when that's done, you have the ability to, with some filters and transitions, like per se, there's a couple of them where you can change the color to them or change the reaction of like how much it shakes and stuff. You've seen me do that when I'm making my videos.
Mm-hmm.
And with some simple ones like the one I have right now, it's the fade single track. It will just fade it out. With these, you have the ability to see the duration of it and how you want it to go quick, like a quick fade, like the lyrics are going fast on the song and you just want it to be done with, or you could drag it out and, slowly have it fade out. So you have that ability to do that. From this, it will just fade out from that and it will go to the clip. Like it does it seamlessly. Like, okay, this new clip started, that's done with. You don't have to worry about that now. And it moves on to this. And right where I hit Chris in the fucking skull, I'm I'm gonna clip it right here, cause that's where I come in. And I want to put a transition right here of some sort. That'd be like, oh damn, like this one's gonna catch my eye,
That's one I use.
like that. And that does a little too much shaking for me, so I'm gonna modify it a little bit. I want it to be fast, but not too fast. Just like that. And then with certain titles, you can, if you press on the overlay title that you put in, on the right side of your screen, this is always going to be here. You can't get rid of this shit. It's a animation. And
Mm-hmm.
you can fade in text. You could slide it, you could zoom it in, whatever you want to do with it. And then it would just have options and options, text to speech you could put in there. You could just put text. You press text and it has the basic. You can make it glow. You could change the font. You could put an animation on it to see okay, like is this text gonna loop in? Is it gonna zoom in? You have all these options. These are all free.
are you able to make audio higher or lower? If that makes sense, like not in volume, but in distortion, I think, if you know what
Yes.
I mean. Okay.
Yes, you can. I'll get to that. And you could, fuck around with the settings of the text a little bit, since this goes out of nowhere and I hit this insane shot, which I have no idea how I hit it. I want to do something good. Something like that. And then the clip obviously ends here, and you could see when a clip ends when it starts glowing red when you go to drag it out. That's just the end. You need
Oh.
to put something else like after it. You can't drag it more than that if it's at a red light. But if say you cut this a little short, right? I cut this right here, and I'm missing some of the footage, and I want to complete this. I could drag it back to extend where I was, but I can't go the other way. Right, and then obviously the clip ends right here, so I'm just gonna put a transition at the end. It's the end of the video, done, dead. And how this appears afterwards, you could also change this if like at the end of the video you don't have an outro and you don't want them to see this. You would have to go to like right where it goes black over the text and then just
Mm.
move the title back to where you don't see it anymore. So it will end when the video ends. You won't see it at the end.
Oh, okay.
Right? You could just time it purple. Perfect purple. And you could, make marks. Okay, like this is where I wanted that, and I could put another marker down and be like, okay, if I move this shit, but I forget where I had the titles, right? I could just drag them and put them where I wanted to put it. So it's exactly where I left it. And then with the audio, you do have a tab that says audio as stock audio, sound, some sounds and shit. Like they got all kinds of fucking music that you won't get copyrighted for because it's stock footage.
Mm.
And it will throw some
Oh.
down for you. And it ends up, since I already have some run here, I don't want this to mix with this. So, say there's a transition between two audios. I will just match it up as best as I can and move the little dot over to so when this goes off, this one starts. So it's seamless. You know what I mean?
Mm.
One audio fades out, the other one starts.
So did the fade happen naturally, or was that you? Like you did that?
There's a little dot right here. Zoom in for you. These
Oh,
little
okay.
dots are always at the end of any audio you put down. You can just move this around. I moved it over to where this audio stops. And this one is over at where the second audio starts. So when this starts fading out, this one will start fading in at the same time. And it
Okay.
makes it seem like there's one solid audio when there's two. And
Mm.
you could have up to like 8 audios down here, which I don't. I've gotten to 5 audios, not 8. And obviously, like if you drag this line that is on every audio, you change the volume to it. You could higher it, lower it, and you have this same option. If you don't have this line, it's over here at the top. This is also like a track bar, and you could change volume, obviously voice changer and shit. I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend voice changer AI because it will low key fuck your audio up. And then you
Hmm.
got the speed of audio. You could reverse it. You could pitch it. You could ripple edit. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do to it. You can hire it or not, and you can make it jump. You know. Then you have all your denoise options, and it also depends on the audio you're working on. You know, you could. There's your answer right there, Robbie. You could fuck with the reverb and hum and everything, and do it that way. Since this is a clip where something happens right here, and oh yeah, it gives you timestamps, and it says timestamp right here as well. Obviously, you want the beat to drop, you just cut it to what you want it at. And once the
Hmm.
clip ends, you can move it over, right? Make sure it matches up with the end of the clip, and just move this over to wherever you want the audio to fade out at. Then there you go. There's your fucking clip. Your simple edit.
Well, you learned something new.
That's
Yeah,
the
that was a lot.
basics. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
we covered media, we covered audio, titles, and transitions. Now effects and filters, which help a lot. Effects is, I want this to zoom in. I want to put something over this. Say you have something you screen recorded from a YouTube video, and how YouTube has a little fucking flag come up and you don't want that to be there. You could put a filter over that to cover it up. And you literally just go around. You're not going to have this menu right now because you guys just started. You're going to have video effects, and you have the option to go through all of these. The ones that are free and not pay for. And you could literally, fuck around. I don't like that. You can mess around with it. They have a lot of distortion ones. They have a lot of freeze frame ones. They have glitch ones that come in handy when a beat drops in a song or something. Especially for me because I make music videos. And you got body effects. There's just the list goes on. You have so many things that you could choose from that you would like to put something over, right? Since I don't want any of this stuff to move when I add a new thing, either you could create a new track by just moving something up and then moving it back down to where it was, and you could you hover over the track. There's a little hand that you'll see on as a cursor, and it will highlight that track. So whatever you pick, it's gonna land in that track. You could do it that way, or you could literally put all of the existing tracks on lock. So if I go to put this down, it won't move anything besides the audio. Alright, so I could the, the the existing footage will not move. It will just put in a new thing where it's open to put down something. All right. And obviously, you could move the duration of these filters. Certain filters like this will give you the options to change what you can see, how strong it is, and the vibrations on it, the speed and everything. You could mess around with that, and it brings great results. Brother.
Mm.
And say like you want to see how something is, but you don't feel like inserting it down in the track. All you gotta do, if it is downloaded, because you need, since you're new, you need to download the ones you want to try. You just double click on it while you're hovering over the media, and it literally gives you a preview of what it is and how it would look like when you put it down.
Oh, so you don't have to download it?
You
It
do
has to
if
be
you're
downloaded.
Oh, you do.
you're gonna insert it, but you do have to download it at the same
Download it
time.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to see, say if I want, I'm looking around to see what would look the best, but I don't want to
Mm.
insert it down to the main thing. I just have to double click on it while I'm hovering over media, and it will show me what it will look like if I put it down. If I don't like that, like this one obviously is not gonna fit. There's too much happening. You could click on stuff, and it will, give you a preview, and then you just pick whichever one you like the most. I like this one. I'm gonna put it right over the fucking clip. I don't want it over the intro. I want it at this one, and I'm gonna pull it all the way down to the end of the clip.
Is there a way for you to mute audio for certain segments?
Yeah,
I think you would just have to,
you just hit the little,
I'll just split it.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
splicing the
That makes sense.
audio.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You won't hear it.
Mhm.
You won't hear anything because I put both of these on mute. You would only see what you're like. It helps you focus. So you're only like, okay, I'm doing filters now. How I do a video, I put down all the footage I have. I break it up to see, okay, if I could put either video footage or a picture in to replace what the lyrics saying, because I don't want to have the whole video not my content. It's a higher risk of being copyrighted and taken down. So you put as much as you can to keep it up. So I put everything down. I split it up. I make sure when there's no artist singing, it's just to be either I clip that part out or I'll have the actual video section in that, depending on how the song goes. I just move stuff around, and then after that phase, I go back and I put transitions on every single little clip I've made. And then after I lock all that up, I go back and do the filters and stuff, and then it's just ready to post. So like, you gotta pick out the way you wanna continue. Like, don't go all in. Okay, I'm gonna snip it, put filters on every single thing I do. Like, take your time, bro. Like, it's like now with the new update, it saves like every like 2 minutes. It will automatically save. So this
Mhm.
footage isn't gonna go anywhere. And if Filmora does crash on you and you go back to the main phase when you open Filmora, you will see it at the bottom, recently added, and you press that and you go back to where you left off.
That's good. So say I wanted the audio from all right, so look at the second transition that you have, right? The filter, I guess, in between.
Mhm.
Say I want the audio from that transition to the third transition, right?
Mhm.
I just want that part. Would I still, is that separate when you split it?
What do you
I
mean?
don't
The
think I'm
audio.
explaining that right. Yeah, like when you split it
So do you want
from,
if all right, so you want audio in intro obviously and audio at the last part where something happens but no audio in the middle. Is that what you're saying?
we can go that route, yeah. So say I don't want the audio in the middle, but I do want the audio from the end of the clip.
You would
Then
just
you
have to chop
simply
it.
just clip where this is. You could put down a marker, right? And it will just give you where this clip is clipped. And you just clip the audio from here and you delete this. You don't need that. And you just alter this sound around so when it does play, you won't hear anything here, but you will hear something here.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So if I just wanted to add like a little sound or something, I would just have to cut it, like I said, like just cut that,
Yeah.
like isolate that one
I
part and then just take the audio from that.
Filmora does have
Mhm.
sounds. Like there you go to sound and it gives you like AI stock versions of sounds like beeping out words. I'm sure you could find like gunshots, explosions, and stuff. If not, I recommend getting a screen recorder for PC. Like I have this, y'all can't see it. It's like a little, it's a snipping tool, and you literally go
Mhm.
on YouTube and you look up sounds and you record that. You transfer that media to Filmora, detach the audio, get rid of the video. You don't need that. You just need the audio, and you move that audio around to where you want it.
That's what I was gonna do too. That helped me a lot. So I can import my own media, like my own
Yes.
sound.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You could record it. You have a recording option right here with your microphone,
Mm.
or you could literally just use the web to, screen record and use that video or audio however you like. Got it?
Mm.
So effects are effects. You can do a lot with this. You can make the video look smooth. You could change the emotions of the video with effects. And then filters, we know we have a shit ton of filters that you could use to change color, lighting, and everything else. You know, simple as it gets. I don't use stickers, the stickers tab, but we do have them in case you wanted to put an overlay of like at the end, hey, would you like subscribe to the channel or something? It would just, be there. If you don't want to put an outro, you just put this in there. Or you could have like special effects like this fire, like right as I fucking snipe this motherfucker. Right before, or right when the text comes in, fire. A little something to like, hey, are you still watching the video? Like, did you pay attention? Something to catch
Mhm.
the eye. And yeah, I don't use as I used to. It does give you some more. It gives you templates to go off of, and you have more than the stock media filters and like what you call them, intros and outros. You have a shit ton of it, and there's a tab for YouTube ones as well. And I'm pretty sure like 90% of these are free. You could create your own intro inside of Filmora. Because if you're going out of your way to different websites to create intros, they usually cost money. And it's not a lot, it's maybe like $2 or $3, but ain't nobody want to pay for it. So you gotta find different ways to make an intro for your content.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's the simples of it. You're given every tool. You just have to go around and find what fits best. And obviously, with video footage, you can, fix the images, the quality, what angle it sits at, drop shadows, and everything. You can put a mask over it, which is pretty fucking useless unless you're making like an actual rap video. It will just, cut everything out into the shape you want to pick it as. And then you have AI tools like stabilizing and stuff if you got a GoPro. And then the color tab, I use this to change if say something's a little too dark and I didn't have lighting and I don't feel like re-recording it, I just fix it through here. And then you got speed. the best part, you could reverse like videos. Like in that one video where I do the fucking Rika Rika, I literally just copied that frame 3 times and put a reverse on the middle one to make it look like that. You know, yeah, you gotta fuck around and find out with this. And then you have all these other options they give you. So simple shit. You just gotta be creative. And then say like I have extra tracks open that I really don't need right now. I could literally just go to the side over here and right click delete empty tracks and it will get rid of anything that I'm not using or I don't have any footage in. What's up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm chilling. What are you doing?
Hey, yeah, man.
Watching TV?
Alright, you watch that TV, bro.
Yeah.
You watched it.
And then there's your simple edit that is 16 seconds long. That took maybe an hour to make.
I think it'll be faster
Yeah, seeing how
Yeah,
this
it's
was a
just
tutorial.
yeah, it's just the
I
basics
think I
of
could
it.
do it pretty quick.
You
Yeah.
have all these options. You have so many fucking options with transition effects and filters. Like
Mm-hmm.
more than enough. You could do so many different projects with one video and make it look like it was like some fucking god-given thing that was dropped by Drake or some shit. Like, like from such an easy using editor, you could do a lot. Shit, Elijah could have fucking 5 point something subs tomorrow. I'm just saying, man.
You really should. This should definitely give you an incentive on to do like YouTube Shorts
That,
if you
or
didn't
you could,
already.
since Elijah, you got somewhat of an idea how to use Filmora, you could start clipping, and you could start putting clips together and making videos of it instead of having just clips.
Mm-hmm.
All you just gotta do is just import another track or a clip or media, whatever, into where this is, or a picture,
iPhone.
and just drop it where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Detach audio, or just put it on mute because you're not gonna hear it at the end if it's on mute.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep going. You just add some other shit to it.
I really need to get a camera.
Kramer.
A camera. Camera.
I caught you on Candy Kramer.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not hard to use. You just gotta
Mm-mm.
open your head a little
No.
bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's just more taking the creative initiative and kind of just
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I
and
definitely
do
then
learned a
what you
lot.
want to do.
you can also
Put it
Hmm.
change
where
the
you want.
settings of what you wanted to come out as at the end. Like this isn't a platform that you could only make MP4s out of. You could also make MP3 audio out of it. If you're mixing
Oh,
tracks and
cool.
you're making beats out of it and you want to mix 2 tracks together and make it one big track, you could have it done as an MP3 and then transfer that file to wherever the fuck you want to.
I'm definitely gonna need that.
And if you hit file and it says it gives you a list, it will say, where is it? Project settings. You press that and you could change the width of the media. You could have it as a Instagram post that you want to post on Instagram, and it will let you post it on Instagram because the file's not too big. You could have cinema. You could change. You could customize it. You could change the resolution to it. You could change format and everything. So it gives you options. You just gotta look around.
I love when apps do that. Like they name the not file resolution, the like the aspect ratio. So where you know you want to post it and they like name it Instagram or YouTube or stuff like that, like simple stuff. It's nice.
Yeah. And then if you guys are going to create thumbnails, then you would have to use I think it canva.com. It's free. You create thumbnails with that and it's easy. You just gotta overlay stuff just like we did here. Doesn't take long. Yeah, that's the basics. Congrats, you're certified to use Filmora now. And
Thank
obviously you're given the
you.
export button, which you press you won't see on stream. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a thing that pops up here. You change the name to whatever you want it to. You pick the place where you want it to save to. You don't have to worry about preset. Format is obviously if you're doing MP3 or MP4, and you have all these other fucking options that I don't use. Make sure quality is always on higher. You can change the quality with that. Don't worry about frame rate or anything. And then don't even bother going down because that doesn't matter. And then you hit export and it just goes to where you want it.
Yeah.
Or
I
you
have
could
to
just
log
post
in.
it straight to your fucking social media because in the same tab where it says local device and social media, you could just, log in through that. Instead of transferring it over manually, you just have it post straight to YouTube or TikTok or whatever this other fucking thing is. Simple. I'm sure there's a lot more I don't know about this app or editor, but that's what I know and that's what I use.
I mean, I think you
Even
taught us
so,
a
you
good bit.
yeah, this was a great tutorial.
I learned on my own.
I sure did. Came up with a lot of different ideas too on what to do. I can just imagine.
Dude, you have endless possibilities of the amount of content you can make after learning. And it's not something you have to pay for. You could pay for it if you want better quality. It's an option, but it's free. And you can do a lot with free content. The amount of stuff and edits and shit they have for free is crazy. You can make like an actual video look fucking insane with the free stuff. You don't even have to pay for the expensive shit. It's not much for a month. I think it's like $14 a month if you want the special edits.
Mm,
I think this tutorial is gonna do well. I didn't even like fucking
Yeah.
stream it just to stream it. Like in case you guys forget, you could always go back on YouTube and just watch it because
Mm-hmm.
everything's in
mm.
as much detail I could teach it in. I'm not a teacher. I don't know how to teach. I'm just explaining.
My brain is like in overdrive. I need to calm down.
No, but thank you, Tempai. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you.
I got you, man. It's no biggie. It's no biggie, chat. It's no biggie at all, man. And obviously, when you try to exit after exporting, save it in case you want to go back and use what you want, like used already. And it's always
Mm-hmm.
good to save the stuff you have so you can look at it later and be like, damn, I made that.
Yeah.